One. Right.
Shalom, shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, America, aka Babylon the Great. But before we get started, let's give all honors and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, and give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who brought us this 100% truth, and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered across the four corners of the earth. Again, shalom. Now, before we get started, start with the head tribes of Israel, starting with the head tribe Judah, the so-called Negroes, Benjamin, the so-called West Indians, Levi, the so-called Haitians, Simeon, the so-called Dominicans, Zebulon, the so-called Guatemalans, the Panamanians, Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans, Manasseh, the so-called Cubans, Gad, the so-called North American and Indian tribes, Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indians, Naphtali, the so-called Argentinians and Chileans, Asher, the so-called Colombians and Uruguayans, Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. If you see that your father comes from the seed of one of those 12 tribes, turn back to the truth.
Right, right. As always, we come out here in the spirit of prophecy to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, America, aka Babylon the Great. All right, we come in the spirit of prophecy as the Lord has commanded his servants, his prophets. Give me that in Revelation 19 and 10.
Revelation 19 and 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not, I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua, worship thy power. For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
Yeah, read that last part again.
For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
Yeah, the testimony of Yahushua, the record, the witness of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. And he has given his prophecies to his servants, the prophets. You see, give me that in Amos 3 and 7, my brother.
Amos 3 and 7. Surely the Lord thy power would do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets.
Surely the Lord would do nothing except he revealeth his secrets to his servants, the prophets. You see, they are of Israel. The Lord's servants are of Israel and Israel only. The Lord's servant is not of any heathen nation. You see, you can't rely on or trust or count on any heathen to give you the prophecies of the Lord. They don't have the prophecy of the Lord. They weren't given the prophecy of the Lord. Read that again, my brother.
Surely the Lord thy power would do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets.
Right, and the Lord has revealed to his secrets to the prophets that these judgment will take place. And he's holding off his judgment until, his prophets come out here on the highways and the hedges to give his people the warning of these judgments that are coming. And they are coming to America, aka Babylon the Great. You see? Read that again, my brother.
Surely the Lord thy power would do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets.
The Lord would do nothing except he reveals his secret unto the prophets. He had pronounced judgment on this place, as the other prophets in earlier times have done. Give me that in Jeremiah 28:8.
Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied, both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
All right, the prophets. Read that again, my brother.
The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied.
See, the prophets that were before Jeremiah's and his time have always prophesied against many kingdoms, right?
Right.
Read that again, my brother.
Both against many countries,
but many countries, what else?
And against great kingdoms.
And great kingdoms. Isn't America? It is a country and a great kingdom. Yes, it is. America is a superpower. You know, America sits on many nations. You see, as it says in the book of Revelation. You see, 17 and 15. You see? All right. Read that again from the top, my brother.
The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied.
Prophesied to say before, to tell you what's going to happen before it happens. That's what prophecy is. And we are here telling you what's going to happen before it happens. And the Lord has commanded us to do so. We're not out here on our own accord or by self-will. You see, there's no such thing as self-will anyway. You know, the Lord has programmed us to be out here on the highways and the hedges. We have been called, and Lord willing, we will be chosen. You see, read that again from the top, my brother.
The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied, both against many countries.
Many countries.
And against great kingdoms.
Great kingdoms.
Of war.
Of war. Don't you hear of wars and rumors of wars? All right? Wars and rumors of wars. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Revelation, not Revelation, but Matthew, let me get 24 and see. I said earlier, you shall hear wars and rumors of war. The nation shall rise against. Okay, yeah, let me get Revelation 24 and 6. Read.
Matthew 24 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
See? And you shall have of wars and rumors of wars. Isn't that what it said in Jeremiah 28:8? Read on. You shall have wars and rumors of wars, and what else?
See that ye be not troubled.
But we're not going to be troubled at that time, because that's when the prophets, that's when the apostles, the disciples who are later apostles asked Yahushua, you know, when the end was going to be. You see? And he told them what was going to take place before the end come, before his return. You see? And that's why, see, the most Yahushua give his prophets these secrets. And so we are back out here in these times now to give the secrets that the Lord has given the prophets in these modern times right now. You see? And we are telling you, he has prophesied against great countries and great kingdoms of wars and rumor, you know, and here we have, read it, my brother, read it.
For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Yeah, but hold on. Go back to the beginning of that, my brother.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
That's right. And you shall have wars. You shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And what else? Read on.
See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
See, all these things are coming to pass. You see, we are in the time that these things are going to take place. they will happen in your lifetime, in these times, in these last days that we're living in right now. You see? So therefore, that's why we are here, to give our people the proper warning as we have been commanded. The Lord said he reveals his secrets to his servants, the prophet, and therefore it is so. You see? Whether you will hear or whether you forbear, it's going to happen. The Lord's word will not be found void or empty or to non-effect. It will happen in your lifetime. All right, now go back to Jeremiah 28:8.
Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied, both against many countries.
Many countries.
And against great kingdoms.
Great kingdoms. America is a great kingdom. What else?
Of war.
Of war.
And of evil.
And of evil. Bad times. You see? Bad times. Give me that. Hold that, my brother, and give me that in Ezekiel 7:5. Bad times. We're in these bad times now. You see? You know, we are actually in Jacob's trouble now. You see, we're in the beginning stages of it. You see? As it says in Matthew 24, we're in the beginning stages of it, but because but the end is not going. As it says in Matthew. You see, so read it, my brother. Give me that Ezekiel 7:5.
Ezekiel 7:5. Thus saith the Lord thy power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come.
Evil, bad times, and bad times is come. You see, it's coming upon. 2/3 of our people who were not here, who will continue to forbear, not listen to these warnings of the judgments that are coming. You see, they're gonna become unalived, and it's gonna be in a painful way. You see, read that, my brother. The bad times. Don't go back to Ezekiel. Yeah, stay with Ezekiel for right now. And then, just read that, and then we'll go back. Don't read it from the top again.
So read
7:5.
Ezekiel 7:5. Thus saith the Lord thy power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come.
It's come, evil and only evil, bad times upon bad times. There's not going to be any comfort when Jacob's trouble escalates. So therefore, this is the time, Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, to turn back to your true power now, before it's too late. You're in the great spirit now, you see? But this is soon going to run out. You see? There is a such thing as too late. All right? Don't let it catch you. It's going to catch you suddenly. It's going to come upon you suddenly, as it says in the book of Luke. 21:34. You see? Read on.
Ezekiel 7:6. An end is come. The end is come. It watches for thee. Behold, it is come.
Yeah, the end has come. The end has come. Your good times. America happy days. America fun days has come to an end. You see? The mirth is practically gone out of the city. You see, people are concerned now. I can see it on their faces. You have people being more grouchy and grumpy now. You see, they're not as cheerful and happy as they once were. 20 years ago? You see, 10 years ago, not even 5 years ago. People aren't as happy as they were back then, since that dragon juice was let out. You see? So therefore, an end is come. Read that again, my brother.
An end is come. The end is come. It watches for thee. Behold, it is come.
It watches for you. It's here. It's upon you now. So therefore, that's the reason we are out here, doing as what saith, thus saith the Lord. You see? Give my people the proper warning. All right, now go back to that Jeremiah 28:8.
Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied, both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Of pestilence, disease, sickness, things of that nature. There's going to be, everything that we consume in our bodies, breathe, whether it's the breath of life, whether it's the air we breathe, or the water we drink, or the food we eat, or the clothing that we put on, it's all defiled. It's polluted. As it says also in Malachi 2:10. Give me that, my brother.
Malachi 2:10. Have we not all one Father?
No, I'm Salakia, not Malachi.
Micah?
Micah 2:10. Salakia, my brother. That's me. That's on me. Salakia. Micah 2:10.
Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
How do you arise and depart? In your mind, you saturate your mind in in the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of this truth, these scriptures, these precepts. Listen to the prophets. You see, particularly the man of GMS, starting with the head apostles right on down to the local camps, where we've learned. You see, we didn't know this truth until we heard the apostles and elders, bishops, from the top right on down to the local camps, even in this area we're in now. You see, we learn from those men. We come in on other men's labors. You see, we didn't just wake up some morning and it all came to us suddenly without us hearing this truth. We learn from other brothers. You see, other elders. You see, that's how the Holy Spirit works. He'll teach you. He's the comforter. You see, he'll give you that understanding that I say. You see, as you pray and you fast. You see, all right. So give me that Micah 2:10 again.
Arise ye and depart.
Arise and depart. What else?
For this is not your rest.
This is not our rest, Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. This is not our rest. Don't try to get comfortable here. Of course, you will want to have a nice home. You want your family to be well fed and provided for, things of that nature. Of course you do. But not everyone has that. And not everyone will receive that. You see? What it says, prosperity, roughly paraphrasing, prosperity is in the hands of the Lord. It depends on what the Lord has for each of us. You see? But you could be prosperous in this truth, in the wisdom and knowledge and understanding. That's the true riches, this gold. You see? Not the material things. You don't have to dress, dress to impress. You don't have to have a big bank account. You see, you don't have to have a master's or a doctorate degree and all those accolades. You see, only thing you need is this 100% truth. That's everything. You see, that's where we at right now. You see, Lord willing, he'll keep us in this truth. That's why we are here, doing what thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Bible, to keep pushing this truth, to keep, edifying the body, to keep, to keep exalting the body, building the body, That's what it's all about, brothers. You see, stand in this truth. Read that again, my brother, from the top. That's why it's not exciting to have a lot of money. We pray that the Lord give us neither riches nor poverty. Just keep it right there where we can have enough to, to survive and to be a little comfortable sometimes. You see, that's where we are. All right, now read that again, my brother.
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sore destruction.
Yeah, you go for those things, and the Bible is telling you this. The scripture is saying, "Arise and depart," because this is not your rest. So why should you build up all the the worldly riches when it's all going to be taken away? Have you realized that 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 the economy is going to collapse? That your petrodollar will be worth nothing? Have you seen the movie? The movie The Road. How money was just in the street blowing away. Money is going to be fire paper. Your petrodollar. You see, because everything is going digital. You see, it's only going to be the next false flag. All right. So this is not your rest, my brothers. This is not your rest. All right, read.
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
It shall destroy you with a sore destruction. That means a painful, a pulsy destruction. And ultimately we know what that destruction is, because we've been bringing it out every week. Those intercontinental ballistic missiles, nuclear. You see, it's not going to be a hand-to-hand combat. It's not going to be a brave heart. You see, a way of fighting. You see. All right. Okay.
Just to add on what the brother is saying, this is not your kingdom. This is not the land that you're going to succeed in life. You're not going to get the job promotion you want, building money, stacking it in your safe. It's not going to be worth anything.
That's right, my brother. That's right. Read that again, my brother.
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
That's right. That's right. I didn't catch you. I'm salty, my brother. All right. Read that again, my brother.
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you.
Right. It will destroy you. As I said earlier, ultimately, it's going to be those nuclear ballistic missiles. All right. Hold that, my brother, and go to, I think it's, what is it? Isaiah 9 and 5.
Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood.
See, that's how this next world war going to be fought. It's not going to be fought by way of hand-to-hand combat with a vendetta on your rifle, where you're going to do a hand-to-hand combat, or it's not going to be fought with bow and arrows and spears and swords, literal swords. The swords now is firing, is something that you shoot about with gunpowder and things of that nature, some type of gun or some type of rifle, or it's really not going to be fought totally with that. It's going to be missiles, big weapons. You see, large, gigantic weapons. You see, it's going to be a push button, a war. You see, where those nuclear missiles are going to be landing in a community near you. You see, so it's not going to be hollering and screaming and clashing of swords and shields and things of that nature. It's not going to be that type of war. Now, given now, of course, when insurrection takes place, all right, read that again, my brother. I'm not going to go there yet.
Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warrior with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Burning and fuel of fire, that's those nuclear missiles. You see? That's not going to be, with swords and such. All right? Was that all of that? Go back to Jeremiah 28 and 8.
Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied, both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yeah, because this is not your rest. You see, sickness and disease are going to be rampant. You see, so you don't want to make this place your rest, Israel, because there are going to be viruses let loose. You see, on this planet. You see, and a lot of people are going to be falling out unalive. You see, what about those? Don't forget about those 5G towers that are erected everywhere. Don't forget about those. When they turn those 5Gs up and you've taken that dragon juice, what do you think is going to cause a mass unalive on this planet right here in America? You see? So we got to consider these things. This is not your rest, Israel. You see, never trust thine enemy. All right? Give me that, my brother, in Sirach 12 and 10. We can't trust our enemy. Who do you think our enemy is? All right?
Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rust, so is his wickedness.
So is our enemy's wickedness. It always resurfaces as iron, as rust resurfaces on iron. No matter how well you polish or oil your sword or iron, it's going to rust. The rust will reappear. It's made to rust. That's the way iron is developed. It's made for that. Just as the wicked is made for wickedness. And who are the wicked? All right? Who are the wicked? Give me that in Malachi. Was that all of that? Give me that. Hold that anyway. Give me that in Malachi 1 and 4. You see? Never trust thine enemy.
Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas Edom safe, we are impoverished, but we shall return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
The border of wicked, the territory of wickedness. That's Esau, Edom. He's the wicked. All right. Now give me that in Job 9:24. Because we're talking about iron rust, just as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. And we know that iron is going to rust no matter how you polish it or how much oil you put on it. Let it sit out, it's going to rust. The rust will reappear. And just like the wicked, he is the territory of wicked, and he shall do wickedness. Because there are three classifications of people. You got the sons of God, who are the Israelites. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. Then you got the sons of men, who are the heathen nations such as Ammon and Moab and Elam and Hammon, the Hamites, so to speak, Ishmael and all those East Indians and whatever. And then you have the wicked, who is Esau, Edom, which means red, the so-called white man. You see? So there you have it. Three classifications of people. All right? So now read that Job 9:24, my brother.
Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Who covers the faces of the judges? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You see? Read that again. So the wicked covers the faces of the judges. Who are the judges? You Israel are the judges. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. We are the people of the Most High. Yeah. You know, Yahweh Shem Shai chose Israel. And salvation is only for Israel. You see, no other nation he chose. He didn't give his laws, statutes, or commandments for the other nations to live by. They have no part in that. You see, he only gave it to Israel. Give me that and hold that, my brother, and go to Psalms 147, 19 and 20.
Psalms 147 and 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Those are the commandments. Those are the laws that we were to live by. You know, they're not of none effect this day and time, but we are under grace right now because we cannot keep the law, statutes, and commandments perfectly, especially now that we're in captivity, and then we can't keep it anyway in these bodies of clay. We're in this sinful flesh. But there's going to be a time where those laws, statutes, and commandments are going to be put in us, in our inward parts. See, we're looking forward to that day where we'll never go off again. See, sin is our kryptonite, and that is the transgression of the law. Pursuant to 1 John 3 and 4. We understand that, we are the supermen of this earth, really, But the Lord, but we went off, and that's our kryptonite. It weakens us, you see. But there's going to come a time when we get those bodies of immortality that the Lord is going to make us, super again. Lord willing, we're of that number the first time around, right? Read.
Psalms 147 and 20. He have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them.
See, other people, he didn't deal with the other nation. And of his judgment, his law, statutes, the commandments, the laws, they don't know them. They have no part in it. It's not for them to know. It's not for them to participate. They can't be involved in this. And they want to keep us in error of the law and statutes and commandments. Everything set up in America is for our destruction, the Israelite man, woman, and child. You see, everything set up in this wicked country that we're living in right now, America, aka Babylon the Great, is for our demise. You gotta understand that, Israel. This is not your rest. You see, it will destroy you. It has destroyed 2/3 of our people. The Lord has blessed. This place was not for our utter destruction. You see, not all of Israel. All right, read that again, my brother. That was scripture. Go ahead.
He have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
Praise ye the Lord. They don't have our judgment. It's not for them. All right, now give me that Psalms 83, man. Start with 1. Because we do have enemies. And we know that that this earth has been given into the hand of the wicked, as it says in Job 9:24. Now, let's talk about our enemies. Yeah, 83 and 1, read.
Psalms 83 and 1. Keep not thou silence, O power. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O power.
Yeah, we need a law to protect us, to come and rescue us. Keep not silence, O power. He's our power. Allah. That's what God means, power, Allah, right? And he is Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. You see? Don't think I'm trying to do Muslim on you. No, no, no. No way. I know what my true power is. I know his name, his Hebrew name. All right? It sounds right. But anyway, read that again, my brother.
Keep not thy silence, O power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power.
Don't hold your peace, Lord. Don't, please. You know, we beg you, Yahweh Ba'ashem our Shai, you know, come to our rescue. You see? Read.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Tumor. What? Read that again, my brother.
For lo, thine enemies make.
See, he didn't say friend. What did he say?
For lo, thine enemies.
Holy, he didn't say buddy. What did he say?
Thine enemy.
Oh, holy, he didn't say pal either, right?
Thine enemy.
Not even confidant. Not even confidant, right? What did he say?
Thine enemy.
The enemy. You saw the enemy of the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. You have an enemy. You have a lot of enemies, but one particular, more so than they're all. And he's running things right now. You see, in these times. All right, read.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
And they're making a fuss, a noise, what you call it? Let's get that word tumult. Yeah, get it. Get that word tumult. Hold on. Let's get that. Salakia. Let's get that word. You want me? I get it. Let you Oh, I got it. Hey, we got that. Yeah, we got yeah, let me go there and see you later. There it is right there. See? What's that? What I got you at? Psalms 83. You all right? Everything good? Uh-huh. Okay, let's get that word tomo. Okay, let's read. We got the blue letter here. The word tomo read to growl, to murmur, roar, cry aloud, mourn, rage, sound, make noise, tumult, clamorous, be disquieted, be loud, be moved, be troubled, to growl, to murmur. See, that's what our enemy doing. They're growling at us. They're being disquieted about, blaming us. They're always blaming us for something, this and that. It's because, the reason our society is all messed up because of those N-word people over there, stealing, doing all kinds of stuff. They're in an uproar against us, calling us, bywords and proverbs. We've seen it all, man. You see? Read that again.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
See, they that hate thee, they lifted up the head because they're proud. You see, they are some proud boys, some proud people. You see, we understand this about our enemies. You see, the elect does. You see, the elect understand who his enemy is. Enemies are. You see, the elect knows. We know that, Yahweh Ba'ashem our Shai does not love everybody. We know we have enemies of our own people. We know that 2/3 of our people are our enemy too right now because they're not in their right mind. They still in darkness. They still in confusion because they still being mesmerized by America, aka Babylon the Great. They still have an illusion about democracy, voting, worshiping the image of the beast. You see, our 2/3 of our people believe in that philosophy, have drunken the wine. You see, but we, the elect, Lord willing, we are that number, and He chooses us. We have come out of Babylon, the mindset. You see, we have refused the philosophies of society of Babylon. You see, we don't we don't participate in equality and equal rights and voting or a democratic society. You see, we know that the Most High has made one people greater than another. All right. Hey, my brother, I tell you what, give me that in Deuteronomy 7:6.
Deuteronomy 7:6. But thou art an holy people.
Oh, see, who's the holy people? Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. It didn't say Ishmaelites. It didn't say Moabites, Ammonites, Esau, you know, Elam. It didn't say they were of a great, they were great, they were holy. It didn't say that. It said who?
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power.
That's Israel. All right, this is Moses speaking to the Israelites. You see, a holy people, separated. That means that we don't join hand in hand. That means that we do not learn, as it says in Jeremiah, I think 10:2. You know, learn not the way of the heathen. But what do our people do? Learn the way of the heathen, don't they? Thinking that they have equality, thinking that they have rights, you know, thinking that they we have a democracy here. You see, voting for Trump or either Kamala Harris. You see, thinking that their vote means something. They'll tell you right quick, if you didn't vote, you don't have an opinion, you don't have a voice. You see, but one thing about it, you know, we have these scriptures. We have the real gold, the real silver. You see, and we're not going to be found naked. You see, because we putting on this truth. This is our holy garment. This is everything. These scriptures, this truth. You see, this is where we live. See, Israel. All right, read on. Read that again.
But thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people.
See, we're special. You see, our enemy, the elites, they know who we are, but they don't want us to know, and they want to continue to keep you in the dark, Israel. That's why you have the prophets out here on the highways and the hedges to tell you who you are. That's how we learn. If those prophets wasn't out there on the highways and hedges before we came into truth, we would still be in Christianity too. Still going to these churches, still celebrating all the wicked holidays, still eating all the abominable foods, not knowing when the Sabbath or the new moon occurs. See, like today is the Sabbath, you see, and the new moon is to Saturday night to Sunday night. You see, that's a blessing. That's beautiful, man. That's the real gold. That's the value. I mean, that's the most. That's precious. That's precious to know is real. You are a special people. You are holy people. You are peculiar. These laws, statutes, and commandments set us apart from every other nation on the face of this earth. You see, altogether there are 18 nations. And there's one nation out of the 18 nations that the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Shai, has chosen. You see? And that is Israel. You see? And he gave us his laws, statutes, and commandments to live by, to be governed by. You see? That's what sets us apart. But a lot of our people don't want to hear it. A lot of our people want to go their own way. They want to forbear. You see? Let them forbear. You see? But what's going to happen? They're going to regret it. All right, read that again, my brothers.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Oh man, see, how can you discount that? How can you, Israel? How can you discount that? Don't you want to rule? Don't you want to be on top? Don't you want to be first and not? Don't you want to be the head and not the tail? You see, the Most High has presented an opportunity for you to, to turn back. He has sent his very best to you, his son, to die and shed his blood for you. But yet you refuse, you slap his hand away. All right. You view his prophets as singing a beautiful song. Give me that, my brother. That was all of that. Give me that in Ezekiel 30, 30 and 33, I do believe. Or 33 or 30. One of the two. You know, they what is it goes we oh, I can't see it. I'm gonna help you though. So like is it I think it's let me try 30 and 33. I think it's that 30 and 33. No, it's 33. It's 33 and 30, right?
It got to be 33 and 30 because it's no
Read
30.
It. Right.
What's that, son of man?
Yeah, okay, let's see. Oh yeah. That's it right there. Read that, my brother. Because read.
33 and 30.
Yeah.
Ezekiel 33 and 30. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses.
They're still talking about the prophets. They're scoffing at the prophets on the comment board. See, they look at the prophets, they hear what the prophets are saying. Kind of sound good to their ears, but they really don't want to accept it. You see? Read on, my brother. Read that again.
Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking.
And who are the children of thy people? The son of man. He's talking to Ezekiel, actually. You see? That's the Israelites. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. That's the people, our own people, being wicked as hell. All right? As they are today. Our people are wicked today. Still scoffing. Still mocking. Still ignoring. Passing right by the prophets every weekend. Looking at the videos, mocking and scoffing continuously. You see? Read.
Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, Come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord.
They want to come there. Let's go see what those prophets talking about, so we can challenge them with this Christianity doctrine that we got. We done been to seminary schools and we done been to college, got a 4-year, 6-year doctorate degree, things like that. But yeah, we don't want to listen for our benefit. We want to listen. We want to listen to scoff and mock. You see, that's what a lot of our people do. See, read on, my brother.
Come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh from the Lord. 331.
Yeah.
And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they would not do them.
They come as though they want to hear, and as though they are interested, but they're really not interested. What they come in a humble, like sheepish way, as though they are humble, and but they are actually ravening wolves in sheep clothing, because they come to challenge, to make the true prophets look bad. You see, but there's a price for that, and that price is called destruction. Woe unto you. You see, You know, read on, my brother.
And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
They're not, and they have no intentions of doing it. They have no intentions of hearing the true doctrine, actually. They coming in a false way. You see? Read.
But they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness.
Yeah, see, they come as though they would look, coming in a daggone humble way, like they so humble, with the daggone head down and hunchback and all that kind of stuff, and bow down, you know, like they giving respect and reverence to the prophets. But no, but not that we are asking for anything like that. You know, you come, and if you are really humble and you are interested in learning this truth and learning what does say the Lord, does say the Bible from his servants, the prophets, you're going to come and you're going to stand in the church where they are preaching, and you're going to keep your mouth shut and you're going to listen. If you come any other way with a whole bunch of questions and a whole lot of ideas to announce for yourself that you've learned from other foolish prophets out here, you are, you know, you coming as a thief. You coming as a wolf in sheep clothing. You see, you come and you keep your mouth shut and you listen. Read.
And love thou art unto them as a very lovely song, that hath a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument.
Yeah, that's right. You see, the prophets be running scriptures, you know, and as you stand there and you listen, your question will get answered. Maybe not in the time that you desire or expect it, but if you stand and listen long enough, your question will get answered. Because, you know, among the prophets, you got the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit will feed you through his servants, the prophets, because he gives his secrets to his servants, the prophets. You see? Read.
And lo, thou art unto them as a lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not.
Yeah, no matter how eloquently or how methodically the prophets bring out scriptures and answers your question, you still won't accept it. You see? As though a prophet is playing well on an instrument. He is playing well on the instrument. His pipes, the Holy Spirit are playing through that prophet's mouth, through his pipes, through his utterance. You see? But you don't want to, you don't want to hear what the prophets are saying, and you don't want to receive it. You don't want to accept it. Read.
And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them.
And when all the things that the prophets had announced to you and warned you of, and when these catastrophes and when Jacob's trouble really come to the escalation that it's going to come to, then you're going to know that a prophet has been among you. You see? And then you're going to go running out there looking for the prophets, which would be too late, because there is a such thing as, famine
of the word.
Famine of the word. Give me that in Amos 8 and 11, my brother. Because there is a such thing as the famine of the word. Whether you will believe it or not, we really don't care.
Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord thy power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord.
But of hearing the word of the Lord. You see, you think these prophets are going to want to be out here when all hell break loose? Oh, no. It's not going to happen. The Lord is going to have us somewhere safe. Lord willing, we are that number. We will have food, water, shelter, what have you. The Lord said he would take care of his elect. Lord willing, we are that number. We continuously praying that we are of that number. We continue to pray that we continue to abide in this truth, and this truth abide in us. Roughly paraphrasing. You see, read that again, my brother.
Behold, the days come, saith the Lord thy power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord.
Although there will be a famine of bread and water, but that's not going to be for the servants, his prophets, because it says it right there in Isaiah 65:13. Give me that, my brother.
Isaiah 65:13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord thy power, behold, my servant shall eat.
Well, you hear that? You see, this is the blessing that the servants of the Lord is going to receive. You see, only the elect. You see, of Israel. You see, there are no elects of heathen nations. Although, we get it. Some of our people, a lot of our people look like the heathen nation, whom they were, were scattered to, because we've been scattered all over the face of the earth. You see, you might look like a Moabite. You might look like Esau. You might look like Ham. You might look like Ishmael. You might look like Elam. But nonetheless, you are, if you're of the elect and the 1/3, Lord got you. The Lord got you. You will be provided for. Of course, yeah. Some of us, we got to go through what we got to go through in Jacob's trouble. We got to be. Some of us are going to be martyred and martyrs and beheaded. Yeah, we understand that. We get that, but that's going to be a spirit. Lord's going to put a spirit on his elect. The ones even that's got to go through it. They're going to be calling on the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They're going to be praising him. They're going to be singing, laying their head on in the guillotine, and then singing while it's on off. The Lord is going to bless us even more so. You see? Lord willing, we are of that number. You see? Read that, my brother. Read that again. Isaiah 65:13.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord thy power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry.
Who's going to be hungry? The 2/3 going to be hungry. Yeah, and other heathens, they're going to be hungry. They're going to take their MARK, that charagma too, and still be hungry. You see? Because you're going to get trodden. They're going to ridicule you once you consent to taking that MARK, that charagma. You think you're going to be well favored then? No, you're not. They care nothing for you, Israel. You see? Read.
My servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty.
We're going to have drink. Yawn. Wine, maybe. Water. Lord is going to bless his servants. Food, water. Read on.
Behold, my servant shall rejoice.
Rejoice. So therefore, we're going to be singing that new song as we're singing it now. Yahweh Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. You see? Right. Read.
But ye shall be ashamed.
Oh, 2/3 of our people are going to be ashamed. Because they're going to have received that charagma and still not get nourished. You see? Still not have sustenance. Still suffering and being made fun of, trodden underfoot. Unprotected. See? Suffering, being tortured, running from wild beasts. See? Having nightmares or illusions of apparitions and all kinds of monsters. You see, it's going to be horrible for you. You see, as it says in Ezekiel, the end is come, and end is come. That'll be your end. You're going to be in a pitiful case, Israel, 2/3 of our people. You see? Read.
14.
No, that's all of that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. All right, then, yeah, get the Sirach.
Sirach 5 and 7. Make no terror to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance.
Read it again.
Make no terror to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance.
All right, make no tarrying. Don't procrastinate. Don't put it off from serving the Lord now to turning back to Him. Right, my brother? Don't put off from serving the Lord and to learning His name. Okay, read. Go ahead.
No, you can't put off from the Lord. You can't have one day that you want to be all righteous in the Lord's teaching. You praying, fasting, doing that for a month, and then the next month you partying and doing worldly things.
All right, this ain't no, as the church say, this ain't no Holy Ghost party, because the Holy Ghost party don't start. You say that in church. But anyway, don't make no turn to turn back to the, Lord. Don't put it off. You want either be, either you're for the Lord or you're not for the Lord. And because you continue to put it off, the Lord, it said suddenly. What did it say about that suddenly, my brother?
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth.
Oh man, for the suddenly His anger, that means His judgment are going to come. Read that again, my brother.
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
Just like when you think you got it all together, suddenly the Lord's anger is going. His judgment is actually going to come. You see, and it's going to come. It's going to catch you unguarded. You're not going to be expecting it. All right, as it says in let me get that in Luke 21 and 34. How people are going to be not overweight in 21 and 34. Luke 21 and 34.
Luke 21 and 34. And take heed to yourselves.
Take heed. Take precaution. Yield. Stop what you're doing. Slow down. You see? Read.
Lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with.
Weighed down. Your hearts, your mind is weighed down with what?
With surfeiting.
With surfeiting. Good times. Fun times. You want to enjoy life right now. That's all you think about. Your next party, your next debauchery, or getting drunk or getting high. Smoking blunts, black and mild. The all kinds of wine and activity. That's all you think about is your next expedition on a good time. You see, your mind is weighed down on these things, Israel. Didn't we brought out that scripture, Micah 2:10, this is not your rest. But our people are resting in this wicked society. All right, read.
And drunkenness and cares of this life.
You see, our people are so careful, are involved with the cares of this life. You see, what's that in I think is it 1 John 2:15? Love not the world.
1 John 2 and 15.
2 and 15, yeah. 1 John 2 and 15.
1 John 2 and 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
See, but our people are weighed down of the things of this world. And we said in Micah 2:10, this ain't your rest. You see? But our people won't make this their rest, want to be weighed down, overcharged, with surfeiting, with the cares of life as it is, want to live the good life, want to live large now, want to be the first to go to the party, want to be the life of the party, you know, want to, you know what, clothes, what a nigga knows, clothes, hoes, money, clothes, and hoes. That's what a nigga knows. All right, read.
If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
If any man love this world, the love of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not in you. You see, love not this world. It says that right off the bat. You see? Read.
2:16.
Yeah.
For all that is in
All that I read. Oh.
For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life.
See, we got to deny the body. We got to present our body a living sacrifice. You see, that's why you don't cater to all that your eyes see. Sometimes you got to, turn your head. Don't lust for these things. You see, and don't be proud. Be humble. You know, that you may be teachable. You see, you're not going to learn this truth, and you're not going to, you're not going to be of the elect unless you humble down, come out of your pride. You can't rely on your own mindset. You see, our mind is saturated in these scriptures that we may be walking in the newness of Mashiach. Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai. You see? So we won't please the lust of the flesh. You see? Read.
And the lust of the eyes.
And the lust of the eye. You see?
And the pride of life.
And the pride of life.
It's not.
You see, you don't want to have the material things, though everybody can look at what you got. You see? The nice Maserati, all the beautiful cars, just like the entertainers have. They have beautiful cars, beautiful homes with pools, recreations, things of that nature. Go to go to the parties, the big time boule parties. You see, we don't desire these things because we know where these things leads to. The pride of life, the lust of the eye. And what was that other? Pride of life, the lust of the eye.
It's not of the Father, but it's of the world.
Read that again. The pride of life, love.
And the pride of life is not of the Father. You must.
The lust of the flesh.
And the lust of the eye.
Okay, the lust of the flesh and the pride of life and the proud.
I got you.
Okay, read.
For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life.
Right. All this stuff is worldly. You see, we don't want to be a part of that. We want to be humble. We want to be teachable. You see. So did we read all of that? Sirach 7 and 5. We finished that?
We got all that.
Read it. Finish it up with that. Let's go back to that.
Sirach 5 and 7. Make no terror to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance.
That's right, and you will perish in the day of vengeance, because the Lord is going to get his revenge, and he's coming back. He will not meet you as a man, you see, and he's a man of war. So if a man of war is not going to meet you as a man, he's going to come back to do some destruction. So this is the time, Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, turn back to your power. This is the opportunity right now. All right?
And
you got anything? Yeah. What's up?
And with that, I hope you was edified. But before we close out, let's give all honors and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Brochaapashyahtabernacle.
To give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who brought us this 100% truth, and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered across the four quarters of the earth. Again, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.